So I'm looking at the internet right now, and I see that this shit is on fire. This shit is really hot right now. First thing first, I'm a little bit upset because there was supposed to be 2 artists that was supposed to be coming. Well, that I heard it was supposed to be coming. I was like, oh, yay, thanks, bros. But I guess not. And, you know, I really don't, even though, like, me and my baby father, we not, like, on the right page right now. We're not seeing each other eye to eye. I don't want people talking crazy about him because at the end of the day, that is my child's father.
Child's father.
He's a good father. And he was a good friend to me. And when niggas was doing fucked up shit to me,
it's a little stutter in
my
the...
baby father helped
It's her
me in
connection.
a lot of things. When people was fucking practically robbing me, my baby father helped me with a lot of shit when I was pregnant. And I didn't have nobody to help me to like schedule studio time and everything, because I was so used to somebody else doing it for me. My baby father was helping me, so I don't want to I don't want people talking shit about my baby father. I know he's trying hard, because I get it, it's December, I get it, we have a daughter, I get it, we haven't seen each other, I get it, we're not speaking to each other, so I get it, I get what he's trying to do and everything. But I don't like how people is like, you know, talking about it, like manipulative or album, but this and that. The nigga's not even dropping his album this month, so cut it out with that shit. That's one.
I thought it was
and
promo
second,
too.
this is what happens, I guess, when shit turns sour in a relationship. You know what I'm saying? But I don't want, like, even though I'm hurt and I'm like going through a fucked up stage right now, I don't want nobody fucking talking crazy about my baby father neither, because like that's and I smack bitches and I'll fuck niggas up. I'll bury a block for my homie, like that, my baby father, period. I don't give a fuck. And I'm a little upset, you know what I'm saying, because it's just been a very long, what is about to be 2 weeks, and I'm so tired of the bullshit. And I get it, I get it, I get it. I totally get it. Like, I'm not gonna let fucking whack ass bitches, bum ass bitches, that fucking, that nigga, they don't, I'm not gonna let fuck ass people disrespect my baby father. Because I get what he's doing, I guess that he's trying. It's hard and it's gonna take a long time.
I'm recording.
I don't know what's gonna happen next. I really don't know. But I'm not gonna let y'all fucking bum ass bitches and you whack ass niggas talk shit about my nigga. Cause at the end of the day, you will be the bitches that will fuck that nigga. All them bitches in the comments is popping shit be the bitches that will fuck that nigga. You niggas that's talking shit is the niggas that will fucking body slam and push bitches over just to chill with the nigga in his section. So I don't want to hear it.
Exactly.
Like, I don't give a fuck. I'm not gonna let y'all fucking bitches talk about my child's father. Cause she loved that nigga. Cause Culture loved her dad. I don't know why. But she just loved the nigga. Like, she just really loved him. And I'm just upset, you know. Cause it was just too much. First, production was terrible today. Niggas were absent today. 2 niggas was absent today, so they was fucking with everything. The mic was fucked up. And what a long fucking day. I'm just gonna go to sleep. Period. I just feel bad. I feel bad. This is why I don't like surprises. I always tell you.
Unless there's a ring.
Like, I don't like surprises like that. It's just,
I think this is
like
wrapping up. Okay, there. That's it. That's it. All right. So let's take this out. So what are your thoughts on all of this? On everything all together? So yesterday, so you know what, I had a young lady on Instagram who came out and she felt like the advice that I gave yesterday about turning him upside down and shaking his pockets loose was a little wasn't the best advice that I could have given. And she was basically saying, oh, why not recommend that she soul search and go to therapy, etc. And I'm like, okay, well, that's another route that they can go. When I did the video yesterday, it was basically under the premise that this was, first of all, they're young. He doesn't really seem like he's serious about really, truly. Did he say anything in there about changing? Did he say anything about turning over a new leaf? He just basically said what it is that he wants for Christmas. So I'm like, okay, if that's what you want, here are a list of demands. Because you know what, sometimes what we as women don't really understand is the way that we love our bodies, the way that we vibe and rock with our bodies. This is the way men are about their money. Listen, you don't have to believe me if you don't want to, but this is the way that they are about their money. And it's easy for people to talk a good game. Oh, I want this, I want that. But when it comes time to actually making the change to get it, are they willing to get it? So I said, now is the time for her to hit him up for every and anything that she wants. Can those things be financial? Yes. Those things can also be therapy. Listen, somebody on Instagram also asked me, they were like, well, how do you get a man to do all the things that you want to do if he won't admit that he's wrong? You can't really do anything with a person who won't admit that they're wrong. It's like, we as women, we have to learn how to strike the iron when the iron is hot. In order to get a man to talk with you, you can't get a man to converse with you by in his ear trying to get him to talk. You got to get him when he's prime and ready, when he's coming forward like, what's the matter? Let's work this out. Let's talk about this. That's when he's highly motivated to listen. So now this dude, Offset, he's highly motivated to try to get his family back. So if Cardi B is really wanting a cohesive family unit, personally, with the way that it is that I feel just from on the outside of the situation, with them two being very young stars in the limelight, I don't know. Are they going to be able to have a faithful union? There was somebody, I wish I had copied the comment, but there was somebody on my YouTube who was like, listen, hit him up for however much alimony would be and child support and get that from him. Set yourself up. And then when he messes up again, you just bounce. And I'm like, now you're thinking. You know what I mean? It's like far too often we women, we don't really think from a logical place. Is it logical and feasible that this man at the age of 27 is going to be faithful? If faithfulness is important to her, does it seem like this man is going to be faithful until he's 97, until death do them part? Personally, the way that I see it, I don't think that he is. I don't think that he's even at this stage in his life even capable of it. Remember when I did that video, the problem with this apology, and in the apology, the problem with the apology is that there was no apology? Let's go back to that Offset video. Did he ever say, I'm sorry? Did he ever say, I'm going to change? Did he ever say what he did to create that change? I was counseling a client, and one of my clients was like, he really wanted his woman back. And I'm like, okay, well, there are things that you need to do to change. Like, he's telling the woman that he changed. And I'm like, well, what have you really done to change? Because the things that you were doing in this relationship were part of your patterns, habits, and your decision making, and the things that were embedded in you in your subconscious mind. And I'm like, what have you really done? What have you really done to truly create that real change on the inside? And so, yeah, Offset is talking. He can come to the stage. He can do these gestures in public. He can buy some flowers. And you can tell from Cardi B's face that she's not impressed, right? However, it does sound like there's a window in there for him to make amends. But make amends to what end? If she wants a faithful husband, and she's right, some of these people who are like, break up, do this, that, and the other, will be the same people that if he passed by them in the club, they would be trying to lunge onto his back, male and female, because I've been in the VIP before, and I see, you want to talk about women being gold diggers, I see how men get down when it comes down to being around men with money as well. So listen, male and female, I've been pushed out of the way by them both. said, I really have. People get aggressive. This is what I was telling you. You don't really know what's going on behind the scenes. So nonetheless, we're going to get out of this video. I want to hear your thoughts and your comments below. I want to hear what you would advise them if she wants him. Remember, like I said, we don't know what it is that she wants and what is the expectation. And how do you think it's going to go down from here? Is he going to be that faithful husband and this, that, and the other? And if you see something new or whatever that I need to see, make sure that you pass that over to me and let's stay up on the story. I did think it was a publicity stunt at first. I do not think that anymore. And one of the things that I just love about Cardi is she's just so real. You know what I mean? And I think that's what people, I don't know if it's just I'm from New York and I just love the New York attitude, but she's just so, like how when she was like, this has been a long day, I just want to lay down. How many of us have felt like that? Like we're just over the day and we're like, you know what? I'm over it. I'm done. I'm going to go just get into bed and just be done with it. One thing though, that I do kind of have an issue with is she said that it's been 2 weeks. If this man hasn't seen his daughter in 2 weeks, I think that's highly problematic because you can have an issue with him all you want. However, that's his child too. It's his child too. So find a proxy or something to get the child to, you don't have to be there with them, but find a proxy to get his child to him because punishing the father by not giving him access to the child also punishes the child. Like she says, culture loves him. And one of the things that makes me feel like this is realer than real is the fact that she's not saying, no, I will never. She's not saying, no, I will never get back with him. No, I will this. She's saying, you know what? I don't really know what's going to happen. And I think that that's real because we never really know what's going to happen. And one of the things that I love is that she's not angry. When a person, like if you listen to the way a person talks about their ex-significant other, when they're angry, there's still feeling there. There's still a lot of emotion and still a lot of passion there. The fact that she's so neutral about it has me worried for Offset because it's going to take a lot. So this is what I'm saying. All those charities she wanted to start, all those business, whatever it is, the gold platinum albums she wants to invest in, create her own label, whatever it is, now is the time. The man is worth $18 million, or no, $16 million. Hit him up, hit him up. Rabbit ears. That's all I'm saying. So listen, Tanya TKO, and on that note, I'm going to get out of here. I want to hear your thoughts below. Go out there and love one another. But most importantly, what? That's right. Love yourself. Love yourself. And loving yourself is doing what's true to you. Holding true to what's true for you. And operating from that space on the inside. Not because other people are trying to pressure you to do something that you know in your heart you don't want to do. You know, regardless of how many people and your peers and all these other people are saying why you should do something. If you're not feeling it, listen, men can control themselves. And I'm telling you from the pain, oh, you know what? I don't want to leave this video before I say this. And I'm glad that I remembered before I cut off the camera. When I was communicating with Irvin earlier, he was telling me that there are men on the internet who were calling him a punk and soft and all this other stuff for begging Cardi to come back to him. And I think that this is an excellent display for the new generation. Because for 30 years, rap music has been talking about how bitches ain't this but hoes and tricks. And so people have been operating from that space like women don't have a personality, like there's not something special about the vibration of that one special woman. They act like you can just take a woman, just pop her head off like you do with Barbie dolls and just pop it on to another person and then just take another person and that person can take their place. No. And you know what? And I have men who come to my videos and they're like, I know men because I'm a man. And I'm like, no, baby. No, baby. I know men because I'm a woman. The way in which I see a man, you will never see him. The vulnerableness, the openness. And I know that men do love women. That there's a part, there's just something about certain connections. And there's nobody like that person. So I think it's high time that we started recognizing that dysfunctional foolishness of the past. And I'm hoping that this new generation of people out there can now start finally seeing that when it comes to the special bond between a man and a woman, that there's none other like it. Like how people was like, oh, Ben Carson should leave his wife just because she's not pretty. But I'm like, there's something about that woman on the inside that that man loves. And that is what's important, that bond right there. So I'm glad that there are other men who are seeing this outpouring and this display. I know as a woman, the lengths that a man will go to when he really, 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 truly wants you for whatever reason is that he wants you, whether you're the best looking thing he's ever had, whether it's the spiritual connection, no matter what it is. When he really, really, truly wants you and he's highly motivated to make changes, to go all out, to do the outpouring. And like my responder on Instagram said, let's get therapy and then see. Let's get therapy and make some real changes. Get down to the root of why it is that he was cheating in the first place and heal those things so that he can be a faithful man. Because if he's not willing to do those things, I'd say and shake him out like rabbit ears and keep it moving. While he's in this state, willing to do everything and anything, get your own studios, get your label, buy the rights to your music, get all of that, and then bounce. Because if he hasn't changed the subconscious programming, he's going to mess up again. And then at that point, you just take all your windfall and you go. You go. You hit him where it really, really hurts. All right. So then on that note, listen, and every woman knows where it really, really hurts her man. Every woman knows. So listen, on that note, Tanya TKO, and I'm out. I want your thoughts and comments below. Peace.